Why, hello there, everybody. How are you doing today? It's me again. And again, I am here to encourage you. I am here to embolden you. I am here to empower you. I am here to inform you. I am here to educate you. I am here to inspire you. I am here to motivate you. I'm here to build you up. I'm here to lift you up. I'm here to bring and give you peace. I'm here to bring and give you hope. Because I am here to bring, give, and tell you the truth. Serious question, folks. How much more of this are you going to take? How much more of this bullying are you going to take? How much more of this complaining are you going to do before you finally decide to get up and do something about the threat? The threat are these counterfeits. They are the threat. The ones who are refusing to do their job. The ones who are obstructing, thereby committing crimes against you, me, we, the people. How much longer are you going to sit there and do nothing? It's time to start doing. Now, I got a late start with my video, hence the new location. We've got a thunderstorm coming through, and hey, you have to improvise. You have to do the best that you can do with what you got. So here I am. Now, let's talk a minute about first the counterfeits over there in the Senate. Okay? Why in the world would you vote to put something forward to repeal something and then not repeal it? Why would you do that? Because you're a counterfeit. You're trying to agitate. You're trying to make the president come out and act underneath the law of the jungle, is what you're trying to do. Well, it's not going to happen. It's on them. Again, you, me, we the people here in the United States of America are in charge. What are you going to do about that now? They have been lying to you. They just told you, and Songbird was one of the 5. All of the Democrats, they've got to go. They are driving you towards a single payer, towards us, towards a single payer healthcare system. You know, like the one that just took that they have over in Great Britain. You know, the one where the court decided, no, the little boy has to die. No point in even looking into anything. And then today, or again, I make my videos the day before, yesterday, they told the parents that they have 1 week, I believe it's 1 week, to find hospice care for their dying child. Such a caring system. There's a problem. That's what they want to bring here to the United States of America. The question is, are you going to allow them? It is time to stop operating underneath opinion. Stop operating underneath arbitrary rules. And because we've got a bunch of counterfeits throughout all of our government, from the federal level all the way down to the bottom. You're expecting somebody else to come in and do something for you. It's time for you, me, we, to man up, armor up, God up, and stand up and demand that our laws be enforced. And again, if need be, go in and physically remove these people because they're criminals. They have nothing on their side. Again, folks, they just lied to you. They had no problem voting for something back in 2015 because they knew that, well, President Obama was going to veto it, and we are never going to get 60 votes because none of the Democrats are going to vote against their God, Obama. So they can go through the dog and pony show, political theater, and they can come back and say, we tried. Well, now that they had the opportunity to actually do, not try, actually accomplish. Songbird, the guy that's got a brain tumor that's got 15 to 16 months to live. He was one of the 5. John, time for you to go, son. Why did you do that? Why in the world did you come flapping in to save the day only to vote against it? Why? Because he is in a no-win situation, literally. If he doesn't do what his handlers say, he's dead. Period. And he wants to hope and that's why I don't believe he's got a brain tumor. I think it's hogwash. But that shows you the content of that man's character. War hero, my gluteus maximus. How about that? Now, on other fronts, again, whenever President Trump tweets about Jeff Sessions, he's talking about either the Congress or the press. Period. Just replace Jeff Sessions' name with Congress or the press, because that's who he's talking to. Jeff Sessions isn't going anywhere. He's got nothing but conference with the man. He's just giving these criminals enough rope to hang themselves. Notice that's why President Trump did not get involved. He did not say, well, let's make a deal. Let's make a deal. Let's make a deal. Because the deal is, he knows that Obamacare is unconstitutional and unlawful. Now, all of these people have had the opportunity to remove an unlawful, unconstitutional law from off the books. And Songbird was one. All of the Democrats were the others who chose to let it stay. That tells you they're not operating underneath the rule of law. They're operating under the law of the jungle. They truly believe that they are in charge. It's time for them to go. Not next election, now. That's the threat. Period. They are deliberately and intentionally obstructing. Now, when you hear these people talking about a soft coup and a coup and sensationalism, how they're going to take out President Trump, if these people, think about this, folks, if they were so god-awful powerful and they could actually do that, then why in the world did they not do that back then? That's people that are trying to come in and try to claim to have saved a day because they called out something that they don't know what in the world is going on. They are sensationalists. And you all better stop doing it. Because you're scaring people. You're putting fear in people's hearts. Not a reverent fear, a petrifying fear. Stop it. God doesn't like that. That's what the enemy does. That's a bully tactic. That is a manipulation and control tactic. Stop it. Okay? Stop it. Now, let's look at let's go back to Jeff Sessions for a minute. If you remember in yesterday's video, I said that as President Trump, I was speaking as if I was President Trump when I said, well, why don't you just give me my FBI director? That's exactly what he tweeted out. Why hasn't AG Sessions fired the acting FBI director? Translation, why do we still have a temporary FBI director? Why do I not have my man in there? Why is he still sitting? See, light bulbs coming on. You're seeing it now. Jeff Sessions not the bad guy. Jeff Sessions is just doing his part. Now, again, that's the problem. All of these bureaucrats. That's the deep state, folks. These people aren't. These people are cowards. They're bullies. They get their little foot soldiers to do everything. But again, we outnumber them. Again, I said it in yesterday's video. They don't do anything unless they have superior numbers. They don't have superior numbers. None of us. None of them. Did you see President Trump's rally yesterday in Ohio, or day before yesterday? In Ohio. The lifelong Democrat came out. And he laid it on the line. And he said, hey, there's only one other place in Ohio that's more Democratic, that's more hardcore Democrats than here. And look at the crowd that you've got here. Standing room only. Because he's for the people. Go back, I think his name was Rocco or Rico. Rico or Rocco, one of the two. I can't remember. Nice guy, big guy. Big guy. Looked like a big Italian guy. Gino, I think his name was. Big Italian guy looked like. But that's what they're afraid of. You, me, we the people. The only authority by design, by Almighty God's design, that you have over you is the authority that you allow to have over you. If the authority is not obeying the law, is not serving, then they are not a true authority. Again, go read Romans chapter 13. Just because they have a title does not mean, nor does it give them authority, or that they are an authority. Period. They're criminals. Just to show you, again, in yesterday's video, I talked about how they got the FBI went in and got the smashed servers from the IT guy. Well, that very same day. Later on, you know it, the FBI got him as he was trying to flee the country. His wife had already fled. I'm sorry. An innocent man doesn't run. Only the guilty run. Where you running from? Wasserman, how come you've been delaying letting the people look at the computer? Now all of a sudden, folks, it's over with. It's over with. The axe is about to fall. These people are criminals. Now, today, Jeff Sessions came out, and again, remember, President Trump's tweet yesterday. We went over in yesterday's video. Send out the only word missing from one of the tweets was at. Where are we at with the investigation? AG. Where is the investigation at, AG? And again, he tweeted out to Sean Hannity. What was reported today? Jeff Sessions is going after the leakers. Now, again, a lot of you all are still operating underneath opinions, still operating underneath the law of the jungle. That didn't satisfy you all. Yet all you all want to do is sit there and flap your gums. When are you going to stand up and hold these people accountable? It's very easy to say stuff anonymously behind a keyboard, behind a computer screen. It's another thing to be in that white hot spotlight. It's another thing to be under fire. It's another thing to be standing on the front line. When are you going to get up off your fat, lazy, gluteus maximus and do something? Period. When are you going to start doing? When are you going to first hold yourself accountable? Just to explain this to you all, how it all works, you don't go at them head on. That's operating underneath the law of the jungle. Again, what are you expecting these people to do? To just, admit that they're a criminal? Admit that they've done wrong? They are protected. They know it. Again, why do you think that Pakistani guy was running? I'm going to tell you why. Because he didn't want to end up dead. That's why. Period. He did not want to end up dead. Because he knows what happens to people who, end up being a loose string. That's probably the same reason why he still had those hard drives. Collateral until he could get the heck out of the country. Well, his goose is cooked now. The way that you work is the way that you attack the enemy is the way that you attack any defensive structure is you attack the weakest link. You go after the weakest points. And in this situation, once you get the leakers, we've already got the leaker. They already fired the one leaker from the White House. And that's who Jeff Sessions has said he's going after. But don't think for 1 second he's not going after anybody else. Because he is. He is. He's going after every time that President Trump tweets about something as if Jeff Sessions isn't doing it. That is twofold. One, actually threefold. One, Senate committees. How come you all aren't looking into this? Media. Two, media. How come you're not talking about this? And three, since the committees won't do it and the lying media won't talk about it, well, then that means three, we've got no other choice to do it. You're going down. And again, that is the reason why the healthcare vote happened the way that it happened. Period. Bottom line. It's just another distraction. Just to get you all off trying to get President Trump to move. And again, all of these to react to them. To come try to say, you all are in charge. No. President Trump, again, go back and listen to his speech. He said it in his speech. We the people are in charge. We the people. He said, you all didn't vote for me. You all voted for yourself. How many times does the man have to say it before you believe him? Stop operating underneath opinions. Stop operating underneath arbitrary rules. Stop trying to control somebody. Stop trying to believe that you are in charge. Because all you're saying, stop acting like a slave. How about that? How about that? So what's going to happen with that IT guy is you start going up the chain then. Who are you covering for? Why were you running? Who's got something on you? I've said it many times before. I'll just say it again. You just find something. You get one of them with the hook, and then you just follow up the line and find out who's holding that line. And the person that's holding that line's probably got a hook or two in them. And you follow those lines, and those two people probably have 2, 3, 4 hooks in them. So on and so forth. Until you finally works all the way back down to all of the chief deceivers. Remember, the chief deceivers, the deceivers, and then a vast quantity of the deceived. They're all trying to work their way up the ladder. There's no ladder to work your way up. You want this to end? Stand first and foremost, hold yourself accountable. Period. Because until you hold yourself accountable according to the law, that means stop doing stupid things. Stop violating the law. Because the criminal does not want the law enforced. The criminal wants exactly what in the world's going on now. They're too busy worrying about them. I can go out here and do everything else. Until they come across a bigger, badder criminal than them. Then all of a sudden, reality sets in. And there's always somebody bigger. There's always somebody better. Case in point, at the end of the line, you're going to have to deal with Almighty God. Period. You don't like that? That's your problem. You don't know him. Well, guess what? You're seeing a move of Almighty God happen right in front of your face. Question is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to sit there and keep denying? Are you going to keep sitting there and denying that it's not happening? This is not going to go away, folks. You can have, you media people, some of you all are getting it. Some of my Facebook friends, some of my Facebook friends who are in the media, they're getting it. They're laughing at these fools. They're peaceful, they're calm, they're just telling the truth. Others, a little bit nervous, still operating underneath opinion, still asking everybody what they think. What does it matter what you think? What are you going to do about it? The ox is in the ditch. It's time to get the ox out of the ditch. So you can sit there and you can sit there and keep making fun. Notice, talking about CNN is down. The memes about CNN are down. Why? Because Almighty God is dealing with everybody. It's time to remove the threats. It's time to first God up. Then second, armor up. Third, man up. Fourth, stand up and demand that the laws be enforced. And as soon as an authority refuses to enforce the law, that's the perfect example in the Senate, then they're outing themselves as a counterfeit authority. That's the threat. That's what needs to be removed by whatever means necessary. You can either go quietly or you can go kicking and screaming, but go you will. So says the law. And the only reason why Almighty God is dealing with you, and he's dealing with you, like it or not. You can deny it. You can mock it. You can some of these people come on and they make comments on my post and they stay up there for about 30 seconds before I block them and delete the post. Got time for that. I am not going to allow you to come on my page and act like a bully. You want to be like a bully someplace else? That's fine and dandy. Go bully another bully. See how that works out for you. No. I'm not going to allow you to. I'm not going to allow anybody to come onto my page or my post and bully law-abiding citizens. I'm going to zap you. I'm not looking for a fight. But hey, you don't like my apples, then don't come shake my tree. Don't look for none, won't be none. But hey, son, you want to bring it? Fine, bring it. You're nothing but a little coward hiding behind a keyboard. Again, here's the solution. The ox is in the ditch. We got a big ox in a very deep ditch. We got problems in this country. It's time. Almighty God has chosen this day and this hour. You know, the day and hour that you are alive right now in, to fix these problems. And these problems will be fixed. Almighty God's just waiting on you to get right. Waiting on you to choose. It's okay to be nervous. It's okay to be scared. First, God up. Get to know your Creator. I've only been encouraging you all for over a year. Years now. Seek the face of your Creator. God up. Second, armor up. Put on the whole armor of God. And you get that armor from having a relationship with your Creator. Don't worry. If you just know Him, if you've just begun in a relationship with Him, it's okay. He's going to protect you. He is your armor. It's called the armor of Almighty God. Third, man up. Hold yourself accountable. Start doing the right things. Tell the truth. Obey the laws. Stop bullying. Stop trying to manipulate. Stop trying to control. The enemy does that. The problem makers, the threats do that. We don't want you to be no threat because we don't want to take you out. But take you out we will. Because we know there are some people who are incapable of standing. There's children. There's women. No. It's time to man up. It's time to God up. It's time to armor up. It's time to man up. And then it's time to stand up. Stand and trust your God. Trust His law. Trust His protection, His armor. And call on Him and demand that the authorities call out these fakes and fraud counterfeits. And then once you see the counterfeit, once you know that they're a counterfeit, remove them. Demand that they be removed. Not next election, right now. That's what's going on. So again, what are you going to do? It's time to man up. It's time to God up. It's time to armor up. It's time to man up. And it's time to stand up. Just to keep it simple, stupid, it's time for you, me, we to hold ourselves accountable and start doing. Just saying.